Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games and Collectibles. And today we are looking at the 1994 release by Playmates from their Star Trek Innerspace series of miniature models playsets. And this particular one we are looking at today is of the Romulan Warbird mini playset as seen in Star Trek The Next Generation. Okay, so this is the item in front of us, and it says assortment number 6175, stock number 6179, ages 4 and up, new on the corner, choking hazards, not small parts, for not suitable for children under 3, and it says 2 articulated Star Trek Next Generation mini action figures included. And it says Star Trek Next Generation Innerspace series, Romulan Warbird mini playset, strike and attack enemy Starship. Includes Captain Jean-Luc Picard as a Romulan and Romulan Operative Sela mini action figures. And on the right hand side it says open the top to reveal detailed reproduction of Romulan Warbird bridge as seen on Star Trek The Next Generation TV show. And just below that you can see the opened version. And at the very bottom you've got the Playmates logo. And just in a sticker on top of the bubble says all mini Star Trek figures fit in all mini playsets. Okay, so that is the front of the card. Now let's turn the card around and see what we got printed on the back. Okay, so I turned the card around, and on the back you can see again it's got new at the very top. It says Star Trek The Next Generation Innerspace series, Romulan Warbird mini playset, strike and attack enemy Starship. And it says, you've got 4 images at the top, and the first one says, set course to intercept the Federation and its allies. Open top of ship to reveal detailed reproduction of interior bridge of Warbird. Place Romulan Operative Sela in command chair to pilot ship. Put up side workstations to access computer and weapon systems. And there you can see the actual image of the toy in the middle there. And you can see the features. So you've got the pull-up workstations, service station console, Captain Jean-Luc Picard as a Romulan, the command chair, Romulan Operative Sela, and weapons console. It says 2 articulated Star Trek Next Generation mini action figures included. And then it says collect all of these Star Trek Innerspace series mini ship playsets. And you've got a shuttlecraft Goddard, Personal Shuttle Type 7 with Lieutenant Commander Geordie LaForge and Commander Troy minifigures. You've got the Borg ship with a Borg Collective Attack and a Simulate spacecraft with Borg and Captain Jean-Luc Picard minifigures. And Klingon Bird of Prey, Cruiser Class Defense Force Starship with Gowron the Klingon and Lieutenant Commander Worf minifigure. Ages 4 and up, assortment number 6175, stock number 6179. Paramount Pictures, all the copyright information just below that. And now we've got some very small writings. Let's bring it forward and have a read of what it says. It says, vessel, Romulan Warbird, by far the largest ship in the Romulan space fleet. The Romulan Warbird was first seen in the Neutral Zone episode of Star Trek Next Generation after violating the Neutral Zone to confront the Borg. It was unable to stop the huge cube-shaped ship. Few other spacecraft in the galaxy could have stopped the Romulan warrior vessel. And it's got a vessel, Romulan Warbird, type Oderidex Class B Warbird, dimensions twice the overall length of a Galaxy-class starship, mass classified, capacity full battle contingent. Power and performance history. Utilizes an artificial quantum singularity as a power source for its warp drive system. The Romulan Warbird was first encountered in 2364 when the Romulans violated the Romulan neutral zone in response to Borg attacks. The neutral zone, Star Trek Next Generation, designed to be the equal of any spacecraft in battle, has been used primarily to convert campaign to destabilize the Klingon governments. Okay, so that is the back of the card. So let's turn the item back round to the front and have a good look at the model itself. Okay, so I've zoomed right in on the item itself, and there you can see the ship itself is a beautiful designed model, and it does look very much like the models that you saw on Star Trek The Next Generation. And if I just try and get down there, we can see the inside of the ship there. Obviously I can't open this because it's still factory sealed, but there's the Warbird front face. So it is designed like a Warbird. All the green camouflage at the back there, and again you can just about see inside the ship at the front there. The better view I think is at the back. If we can just, I don't know if you can actually see inside there through the bubble. I know it's very difficult to see, but it is a nicely detailed model, just like that, as you can see there. This image here, it's a very good image of the actual model itself. You can see the command chair and the passenger chair there, and the consoles and so on. But it is a lovely model, and obviously you've got Picard as a Romulan, and Sela, the Romulan operative, which was obviously played by Denise Crosby, who was also known as Lieutenant Natasha Yar in season 1 before she was killed. So that is this particular model. Let's just get a size of it so give you an idea, because they are mini models. So we're looking at an overall length of about 11 centimeters, and that's from the tip of the tail to the front of the nose. The wingspan is about 9 centimeters, and if we measure the height wise, we're looking at around about 4 centimeters. And each figure measures 3 centimeters, and they are articulated to a sense, so their arms move and their legs move, so they can sit in the chairs, in the command chairs on the bridge of the ship. So yeah, a nice little set. I mean, I quite enjoyed these miniature sets. I thought they were very, very good. Sales wise though, they didn't really do fantastic compared to other items that Playmates produced, and they really couldn't come anywhere near with competing with their action figure, the 5-inch action figure range. The 5-inch figure range was the best things that they ever did Star Trek wise. But yeah, I mean, I thought these were great models, really nice to display. Playability obviously is there for the kids, you know, they can play with them. But yeah, I mean, I thought, personally, I think they're much better to display, and they're best to display with the section raised so you can see the internals. Now, this also includes a bonus of a clip-out mini ship space card, which you can see just at the back there. And it says, Star Trek Next Generation, Romulan Warbird, strike and attack enemy vessel. And that's the card at the back there. Okay, so, yep, like I say, overall, they didn't do fantastically well. It was still a line that Playmates did, and it was still sales that they got, and items still sold very well, just not anywhere near as well as what the other merchandise, Star Trek merchandise, did sell. It's a shame, really. I'm not quite sure who they geared these towards, whether it was just to the collectors or whether it was to the kids or what, but I'm not quite sure, because they weren't particularly robust. They were quite fragile, so if you pulled the section up too hard, you would break it. Inside, the very easy to break the pieces if you push too hard on them. And obviously the figures, they're quite easy to break, being very small and just plastic. So I'm not quite sure who these were geared to. And maybe that's another reason why they didn't sell particularly well. I don't know about in the US, but I'm talking about in the UK. They really wasn't that popular. I can remember when we had the shop, when we had this series on the shelf for a long time, before we actually put them on sale, which is when they did actually sell. But when they come in, I mean, we sold the odd few, but you know, nothing in comparison to what you would expect from the Playmates models and items at the time. We're going back to the 1990s. So at that time, we were crying out for Star Trek merchandise. Star Trek, don't get me wrong, Star Trek Next Generation was a massive franchise, and it still is. In actual fact, the whole of the Star Trek franchise is huge. But it was very, very big back then. Everybody was into Star Trek Next Generation. It was being aired on primetime television. So, you know, these kind of things, merchandise we were crying out for. Now, we're talking 30 years on now since these were produced, and finding them in any condition is very, very difficult. They do occasionally pop up from time to time on the platforms, but not very often, to be perfectly honest with you. So finding them in this mint unopened condition is very difficult. But again, this was part of stock that we bought out from a closed down toy and comic shop that had been going for about 50 years. And again, it was stock that was in the back room that had been taken off the shelf because it didn't sell at the time. There was quite a few different ones which we have got the whole lot for, and we have done videos on some of the others already. So if you're looking to see what the other ones are, look for our file of videos and you'll find a few of them on there. Okay, so we managed to acquire a few of these, and they are available to purchase on the Modest Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Star Trek items and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. Come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive that you won't want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky that you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be the item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed this very short video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again soon.